Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff and Things for your daily dose of nerd news. On today's episode, we take a look at the origins of the nervous system, and then we have the first example of a climate change refugee. So, first up, all life has to start somewhere, and of course, encapsulated within that is all the various systems that make us have to start somewhere. Our pulmonary systems and our nervous systems had to have some sort of origins. Well, paleontologists have just identified the earliest organism that actually has a complete nervous system. And this bad boy lived about 520 million years ago. This particular critter belongs to the class of Megacheira, marine animals that preyed upon the other ancestors of crustaceans and such, and these Megacheira actually the ancestors of spiders and scorpions and all the related creatures. The scientists used CT scans that revealed the entire nervous system itself and actually showed that it's basically identical to modern scorpions and horseshoe crabs, which just kind of goes to show you that if something works, then you just keep doing it. If it worked way back then, it just keeps working. And moving along, Ian Teitiota, a native of Kiribati, has been working in New Zealand since 2007, and his visa just recently ran out. Now, he was denied reapproval by the courts because, well, I guess they're claiming that they're not being nice to immigrants and such, but he's decided to appeal under the claims that his family cannot go back to his native homeland of the Kiribati because of climate change. They have nothing to go back to. If you know anything about those islands in the Pacific, a lot of them are, well, like atolls, which is Kiribati itself, and atolls are pretty susceptible to any sort of climate variations. The tribunal has heard his case, and they're going to be making a decision over the coming weeks onto whether this actually is a warranted thing, if he can be claimed a refugee under climate change status. That's a new checkbox for them. The cynic in me just kind of sees this as a clever ploy to avoid the whole, yeah, I didn't renew my visa and they didn't let me stay in the country thing, so I'm going to make up some story about climate change and such. But this is kind of valid concern. As in the past, we've looked at other examples of places being affected by climate change, the whole insurance thing, about that possibly being a huge issue. And then you look at the Netherlands and how they just keep having to build higher and higher dikes. Eventually, the Netherlands itself and Belgium and all those places, they might have to just move inland into like Germany and France because the sea levels will probably rise beyond the point where they can really do anything. Same thing with Manhattan itself and all the other places along the coast, because we like to live at coasts. This could be like a huge thing in the fairly near future. There's plenty of science fiction novels that actually cover this sort of thing. It's like an accepted thing that in science fiction we all just abandon the coast because we were stupid. And if this thing goes through, or even if it doesn't, there's still something there. There's still a possible argument down the road. We're probably going to see this more and more often as, you know, the whole climate thing gets worse, which it's going to over the like next century. But that's all for me today, guys. But I'd really love to know from you if you actually think this is a legitimate claim, or he's just making up something so he can keep working in New Zealand. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And of course, if you like what you've seen, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons wherever they happen to be, and we'll check you in the next video.